In this video, let's learn how to create an effective prompt. The prompt is when you, the human, talk to the AI. I'm starting you with the terminology. I'm using A to B, and I've seen it on some of the training I've taken. So A to B, A is the human, B is the AI. So when the human asks AI, it's A to B, and when AI answers, it's called the output. And I wrote that arrow 2 directions depending on what you're comfortable with. The other thing is we're going to go back and forth and have a conversation. That's called a thread, or maybe it's called a conversation. It's better if you plan in advance. The G-rated version of this saying is, prior planning prevents pretty poor performance. Another way of thinking about it is the way computer programmers or coders would think of it. What do you want when you're done? That's the output. What do you have to get to put into the system to get that output? That's the input. And then process it. How do you process it? How do you change the input into output? So output, input, processing. There is no required format for entering a prompt into AI, but I think this is simple and it makes sense and it's easy to remember. I'll go in the order of who, what, and how. You should always tell AI who it is so it knows what to be an expert in. And then I ask AI, so what do you recommend for a good prompt? And it said it should consist of a clear instruction and a specific task. It should be clear and concise, specific, and the more specific you are, the better your output will be. And oh, that's true for sure. Two more little tips for you. One is for you, the human being, it might be better to have each one of those on its own paragraph, or you might have more information to add. So if you press Shift Enter, see down on the keyboard, Shift Enter, that will move you down a line, but it doesn't press Enter to send your question, your prompt off to AI. I teach my students that very early in the class because we use it in all kinds of situations. So it's a good thing for you to learn too. And second, you can ask AI for help. What's the best prompt or the best procedure or format to do such and such? And I used that question as I was preparing these demos, actually. Let's go do one. So I'm going to ask AI. I want to learn the advantages of its platform. I'm going to use this Codebreaker EDU website, which I'll show you in a minute. I memorize things. It's not so hard. Codebreakeredu.com. It is HTTPS. Now my browser doesn't matter, but yours it might. I don't know. So I want to find out the 5 major advantages of AI. And I'm going to type it here for you in just a second. So you can pause and read if you want, or we can keep going. This is the main page. And across the top, you could go to the Byte AI item across the menu bar and then go down to Byte. Or as I said, you could just type /Byte and you get directly there. There are all kinds of resources too, if you're interested. So here's the page. And I think I zoomed it in far enough. Let me go one more. Maybe that will help. And I'm going to type who. You should always tell it who it is. I said that, as a community college computer teacher. Now I'm going to press Shift Enter. What? Explain the 5 major advantages of using your AI platform, period, Shift Enter, and how, create a bulleted list. Okay, now I'm going to press the Enter key, or you can click Send. And let's see, 1, 2, 3 seconds later, 3 seconds later, it said, sure, here are the 5 major advantages of using our AI platform in your classroom. And I'm not going to read it, but let me scroll up one, up, here we go, up. Personalized learning, instant assistance, data analysis, engaging content, and accessibility. We'll continue in the next video with iteration, doing things back and forth, having the conversation in our thread. See you there.